Hello everybody, my name is Mr.MidKnight and welcome back to another video. Today's topic of discussion is why Superman cannot and will not ever escape pessimism. The discussion of today's video is of course Superman. I first want to draw out a kind of blueprint to start off this video. This blueprint is going to really hammer it home of my points and well as certain things I disliked about the character. You see, Superman is, well, a very fucking old character, and he almost always is the exact same way. But that's not my point. The point is when you're trying to put a comic book character into a new medium of people who usually don't like or don't respect comic books, like someone who's a nerd like me would, then they're going to take everything you do and say and make about the character as that's who they are, when it's entirely not. See, Zack Snyder is a very good director, and he makes things look very cool, as I reiterated in my video before, but he is a very shitty writer. You see, Zack Snyder can make things look absolutely epic, mainly through, 300, Watchmen, things of that nature. But when there's no writer to back up Zack Snyder's shitty fucking writing, as well as sometimes directing, then he kind of goes off the handle a little bit. Namely with making Batman a fucking serial killing monster, and then also making Superman an emotionless alien demigod, both of which are entirely opposite of their titular characters. You'll have Zack Snyder fans coming out into the comments or coming out anywhere and saying, well, it's more realistic. Well, it's just more grounded. Well, you're just mad that Zack Snyder made it. First of all, I don't think the definition of superhero fits two hypocritical serial killers who hate each other because, oh, you kill people even though I also kill people. These are two serial killing hypocrites. This man is dead. This man is dead. This man is most definitely dead. And again, it circles back to the whole point of pessimism within Superman's lore. I'm not against Elseworld stories. I am one who has over 100 McFarlanes of Elseworld stories, including Vampire Superman, Bizarro Superman, Injustice Superman is a great Elseworld story. But that's exactly what they're supposed to be and stay in, is Elseworld. Don't try to make normal Superman an emotionless demigod dictator. It makes no sense. Plus, people who are not avid readers of comic books and aren't avid fans of comic books are gonna see that and they're gonna be like, oh, well, that's Superman. That's how Superman acts. And then they're gonna try and defend it 10 years later when it makes absolutely no sense as to why Superman and Batman kill people. I do not understand it. But besides me harping on them on my first couple points, there is a couple things that I do enjoy about both Batman and Superman in the Snyderverse. First of all, they're both completely and totally the perfect choice, especially for that time period when they came out. I do believe Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck were the absolute perfect choices in the roles. I just think they were written bad and so shitty, they didn't really get the potential that was there. There's a couple things that really hit it home as to why and how they're the perfect choices, at least for that time. What comes to mind for Batman is the warehouse scene. I mean, that was really powerful, especially since he was kind of skirting the line between murder and not murder, like I said in my last video. And with Superman is his unrelentless nature. I mean, the dude didn't give up at all in the movie, even when he had no hand in the fight at all. He didn't give up at all the way up until he snapped Zod's neck, which ironically I hate that Superman did, because he would have never done that. With all these points being said, my whole point is why is Superman filled with pessimism? The man is not supposed to be pessimistic. The dude is a Boy Scout. He's almost too nice. He's almost too naive. He's almost childlike in his innocence. At least when you're talking about New 52 Superman and the regular universe Superman. Especially when you're talking about the most accurate Superman there could possibly be, the animated series Superman. And that's why it entirely frustrates me when I gotta hear people around and I gotta hear people over the internet say that they do not like James Gunn's Superman. And I get you, man. James Gunn's not perfect, and his movies most certainly are not perfect as well. But this Superman that we got, most recently in 2025, is probably the most accurate Superman we've gotten on screen. Like I said in my Batman video, Superman even back in the 1940s, when people were 10 times more racist, 10 times more aggressive, and 10 times worse than we are now, was saving immigrants and saving squirrels, and was a Boy Scout. And I'm not saying your Superman has to be perfect and has to be the same Superman all throughout time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're trying to adapt a character from the comics to the screen, you're gonna have to make it at least accurate or make sense for your story. Perfect example is the Mandarin in Marvel. He is nowhere near his comic book counterpart.
Don't hurt the face, I'm an actor.
Yet he works perfectly in the story, and he also respects the original character. But then you go to Zack Snyder's Superman, who sees his dad, Paul Kent, about to be torn apart by a fucking tornado, and his dad comes out and holds his hand out and says, "No, my invincible son, do not save my life." And that just goes to show you how misunderstood Henry Cavill's Superman is. It's not the simple fact that he wanted to hide his identity. Paul Kent wouldn't tell him that at the expense of his life or even children's lives. I mean, in the beginning of Man of Steel, Superman asked his father, "Should I have saved those kids' life and revealed that I was Superman?" And his dad was like,
"What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?"
Maybe.
Like, what even is that? How is that even a question? Why is Pa Kent telling him to be like, "I don't know, man. You should have probably killed those kids to keep your secret identity"? So when I watch this new Superman, who goes out of his way in the middle of a fight to make sure a fucking squirrel is okay, then yeah, I'm gonna look at the new James Gunn Superman and smile, because he is a Superman of hope, not a Superman of emotionless dictatorship. Not a Superman of, I'm gonna watch an entire room full of people get bombed into pieces and not even blink, not even try, even though I can move faster than the fucking Flash and save everybody before the bomb even goes off. Or a warlord that has my girlfriend hostage. Girlfriend, you have her hostage. But this is Superman we're talking about. I'm not gonna go to a warlord as Superman and blow him through 100 walls and kill him instantly. And get mad at Batman for branding prisoners and sending them to prison to get killed. Or himself murdering prisoners, which he did many, many, many times, or murdering bad guys with his fucking tank, or anything that doesn't make sense, you know? Since Zack Snyder said that his people don't kill, his heroes don't kill, his villains don't kill, I mean, dude, you literally see Batman on screen murder people. And yes, the Superman in the James Gunn version is not perfect. There are some lines in the show, in the movie, that are very cringe, and there's some actions that he does that are very cringe, but I overall enjoyed the movie. It restores some sort of light, some sort of hope to the symbol, instead of fear, anguish, and destruction, like Zack Snyder's version. And of course, I'm gonna have people come out of the woodworks and be like, "Well, of course, Justice League was, it was good. Come on now, you can't get mad at it. Listen, Walter, Justice League was good." Yes, Justice League was good, but there was 3 movies before that were complete and total fucking dog shit. And as I said before, I really do enjoy Cavill's Superman. They had the face, they had the body, and they really did have the potential to bring those characters more to life than they did. But when you have 2 characters mad at each other simply because they're hypocritical murderers, I can't really, believe when he's sitting there trying to murder Superman in a warehouse, and they become butt buddies because he says, "Martha! Martha!" Fucking lame, dude. Lame. But I can believe a Superman at the end of a movie trying to hold back his strength, trying to keep the city safe, trying to keep these people from being killed, eventually losing his mind on someone who's a clone of him, someone who's not even half him, and losing his mind on him finally after all this time and effort trying to destroy Lex Luthor, destroy Ultraman, and then basically feel bad afterwards, which he did. Even killing a clone of himself that was basically a robot, he got upset about. And granted, Henry Cavill's Superman did get upset when he broke Zod's fucking neck, but there was absolutely and positively no hesitation. Superman in 2025 was kind of holding back the entire time, all the way up until the end. And again, you can call me a fence sitter, you can call me an in-betweener, but there's some things about the new Superman that I also didn't like. I didn't like how when he arrived on Earth, and when he started understanding that he's not from Earth, he started basically jerking his parents off and, oh, well, gotta listen to what this recording says, even though there's a human family that raised me since I was a little boy all the way up till now, feeding my belly, spending money on me, giving me my birthday presents, being a family to me, treating me well. I'm gonna listen to a fucking computer and androids. Yeah, makes sense, buddy. My overall point in this video, and what I really wanted to talk about mainly in this video, is not just Superman in general. It's really the superhero genre in its entirety. There's absolutely and positively there's no positivity. There's no hope. There's no symbols of a better tomorrow. It's always the world's ending. There's no utopias, and you need to have a doomer mindset, and you can't have hope, and you can't pray for tomorrow, and you can't look up to a superhero that's all good and no flaws. And I'm the type of guy that loves complex characters. I love anti-heroes. I mean, like I said before, I have fucking $1,000 in McFarlane's that are pretty much all villains or anti-heroes or villainous versions of heroes in other universes. I love complex characters, but I also like the goody two-shoes Supermen who don't get in trouble, who don't skirt the line between murder, and have a symbol of hope. Why is everything pessimistic? Why does everything have to be dark and nihilistic like Batman? Why does everything have to be edgy? I don't understand it. We can't have a superhero with a good superhero ending? We can't have that anymore? It's always got to end badly for the good guys now? Like, come on, man. That's why I liked Superman 2025, because it left off on a good note. It left off with a symbol of hope. It left off with you smiling, with you wondering what's going to happen great in the next movie. What's going to make you more hopeful for the next movie? What's going to make you think, wow, Superman made it better for tomorrow for Metropolis. He really helped the people of Metropolis and made them have hope, made them think, wow, tomorrow is going to be even better than today. That's the point of Superman, and that's what James Gunn did, and that's what I appreciate. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.